I really love chicken. This sucks.
But does taste justify this though?
I am a brown man, and no, this sucks. So much.
See, this is the idea.
You have a nice car. Hey? I think he likes
Just ignore. It's the best thing to do, is just deny them the reaction. That's all they want. They want you to just go get into an argument. It's pointless though. Whereas you actually care, you know, like you've stopped to watch it.
I mean, I saw the sign, I was like, bro, that's super dumb, because I really like dogs.
Yeah. And that's the thing, we love cats and dogs, right? But then we don't extend the compassion and love to other animals.
My cousins.
Yeah, awesome. Do they talk with you about it?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you have like questions for them and stuff, or what's the...
Nah, not really. They just talk to me about
Yeah.
telling me nonsense.
Compassion, right? For all animals. Why not? Why just dogs and cats? Why not all of the animals?
I like my cat.
Most people do, but what about cows and pigs, right?
Wait, what are we talking about?
Just saying that we can love all animals. We don't just have to love cats and dogs.
I love all animals.
Cool.
I like cows.
Cows are actually real nice and affectionate, real gentle. Yeah.
And pigs.
What about bulls?
Bulls, they're nice and gentle if you just approach them nicely. They're not like all aggressive, like, you know, what's depicted. Yeah. Thanks for stopping. See you. It's just trying to raise awareness. So it's a statement that not many people like, but then often are still supporting with their purchases. Do you guys eat animal products at all?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
And if I gave you a chicken and a knife or a cow, would you slit its throat?
Probably,
Yeah. Would you want to do that regularly?
That's not abuse.
No?
Eating them, no. If you treat them badly before you do slaughter them, then that's definitely abuse.
Do you know what happens, how they live their lives before they get to the slaughterhouse?
Yeah, that's why we try to get sustainable poultry and sustainable meat.
For what reason? Because we don't need to do it in terms of nutritional profile.
Of course we do. No, I actually studied this as well.
Yeah? So how am I still standing here almost 9 years down the track, not eating that?
Yeah. It's up to you, it's your choice.
Running ultra marathons too.
You can do whatever you want, man.
Well, I'm just trying to get to the bottom of that statement, like you just said, like we can't do it, but we can, you know? He's living proof, I'm living proof.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
Where's long-term studies that show that it is actually working?
How long's long enough for you to...
40, 50 years, 60 years, lifetime. You never know.
Oh, I don't have that, but I mean...
I think that your point is not really proven, is it? That you're living proof.
Well, it depends, your opinion.
Short term doesn't mean much.
Almost a decade.
Yeah, that doesn't mean much.
Yeah?
People have been smoking for 40 years and they still think they're healthy. Another 10 years down the line they can get cancer.
Do you know what the blue zones are? Have you heard of it?
Blue zones? No, explain.
There's different parts around the world where they're the longest lived populations, and they eat considerably, well, mostly plant-based, like very minimal animal products. And they're the highest.
A lot of this populations as well. There's a lot of mountainous populations, right?
They're in different places, like some in California, some in Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia,
I've
Italy.
heard they think that a lot of the causations and mechanisms there is because they haven't actually been they haven't actually seen any manufactured products and those, you know.
For sure, Whole Foods, yep.
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with meat, 100% sure.
Surely it's got something to do with it.
No,
you can't just base it off.
We've been living off meat for thousands of years.
How come it can be reversed then? Certain things like heart disease, which is the top human killer.
Yeah.
If we reduce or completely eliminate the animal products, then it can be reversed.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think just because, okay, butter and those creamy products, of course, they have a high prevalence with cardiac diseases.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that meat itself would be as well.
It's included in that too. So in order,
fat.
yeah, high fat,
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's a lot of other plant-based stuff that's also rich in fat as well.
Yeah, and we don't.
Oil, which is also plant.
Oil's all shit.
So then you could just say the same thing about that, can't you? You guys just love to pick and choose. So
No. This is
there's
not.
a lot of negative things as well that you guys are definitely still doing. So
The fact of the matter is, billions are killed for nothing other than taste. That's what I advocate for.
taste, I would beg to differ, honestly.
Can I just jump in and say a little point from my perspective?
Yeah.
The plants have been proven by like recent studies to actually have like a sense of being, sense of
Sentience, yeah.
emotion.
So if you advocate for plants, then sorry, carry on.
No, so yeah, all I'm saying is that, you know, because I know one of your strong arguments is that animals have emotions and then, you know, you're basically like, you know, ridding them of their free will to live and so on and so forth. But plants have the same thing because they also you know, like I said, recent studies show that they have emotion and they feel pain as well.
Not just that. Can I add on to that as well?
Yeah.
You know how many different bees and different other sentient animals you could say were sentient get killed when around other plant crops as well? Avocados, almonds.
That's why I bought land, and I intend to raise and to grow everything my own way, and I am taking
So you
steps
would
to
never
doing
buy
so.
anything.
I do currently, but I intend on not doing so eventually. So I
Do you think
can't.
that's self-sustainable for everyone, every population?
I think if we
Everyone
had
have that.
enough land,
If I live in an apartment up here, how am I going to grow my own plants?
that's it. Well, we're confined to society, so we do the best we can, and that's why, again, like I've bought land to intend to do that. I'm not saying I'm
You have to
perfect,
streamline it at some point, though, wouldn't you?
for sure, and we
And then once you
can.
streamline it, it's going to come at like any other farm that are growing these plants.
It doesn't have to be though. If you're picking fruit off a tree, then what are you harming?
You're harming the tree itself.
You could be saying you're harming
Come on,
yourself.
dude. Come
And
on.
also,
I could say come on about the
pesticides.
animals as well.
Well, the
Really
fi-
pesticides
For us to gain
one
more.
at a time. One at a time.
for big. Well, if you need thousands and thousands of trees to provide for the thousands of people, millions of population, you're going to need pesticides that also kill pests.
We don't have to. We can do it organically.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
On a large scale level, you can't. Or else everyone would have done that. Why wouldn't everyone have done that? Every farm, why would they want to waste money on pesticides if they knew that it would just work without it? No, I'm being serious.
Okay. Well, back to the plant.
Rebuttal argument to the
Sure.
pain
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. Can I say something? If you care for plants, then you would stop eating animals because animals ingest the most amount of plants. Like the most amount of soy and corn is fed to animal products and
That's
stuff.
just what about it? Like that's just what about it. Because what you're basically saying is, oh well, because animals eat plants, that makes it okay for us to eat plants.
I didn't say that,
I
but
could say that about animals as well. Like you know what I mean?
But you-
I don't
if-
feel like that's a fair rebuttal to the.
okay. Well, that's your
It's more
opinion.
of a circular argument, isn't
Yeah.
it? Because you're saying that
Like, do you have a direct rebuttal to the fact that both animals and plants feel emotion?
Well, they don't have a central nervous system or a brain, plants. So
Plants have been proven. No, you're laughing, but this is like.
so you don't walk anywhere because of the moss and the grass and stuff. You care about that you don't want to ever step on it and hurt it. Is that right?
that's a really Western view of viewing what life is. Do you know what the view of what life is and how do you define life in Western view?
Well, if we're talking about that and caring about plants, then we wouldn't step foot anywhere because of the damage that we could have done, right?
Right. But what is life? What would you define as life then? What is living thing?
So if we have to eat something, which we do, in order to survive, you'd agree?
Of course we have
Then
to
we
do
then we have to eat something. But why inflict unnecessary pain and suffering on billions of animals for nothing other than taste?
It's not nothing other than taste.
It
There's
is.
definitely
It
hundreds
is.
and thousands of different reasons you can have animals.
But we don't need
Nutritional
to.
value.
We don't need to though.
I beg to differ because if we didn't really need to, then there should be on a larger scale. If I went to a Canada right now and I bought a vegan product, why is it $20 compared to a meat alternative?
Because supply and demand. If people demanded it, then the price would reduce because more people would be entering the market in order to sell it.
That's not very true, is it?
Of course it is, because
A certain value, for example, gold will always stay expensive. You're saying that the more people that are in demand for it, that means it's going to be cheaper over time. It's not going to get cheaper.
fast food is a perfect
Similar with
example.
vegan food,
People,
it's harder to maintain and harder to grow on a large population level, so they're unable to spend that much. They can't sell it for $3 or $4 compared to what meat is.
what are we
sold for.
talking about specifically?
Or plant-based vegan, for example.
It doesn't.
plant-based
We don't have to
burgers,
eat that stuff.
plant-based
They're not
burgers.
healthy, dude.
They're
At
not
all.
healthy as
No
well.
way. No way.
The only vegans I know are the ones that have this plant-based. To be honest with you, I don't see anyone, munching on lettuce on a lunch.
Well, I'm different, and there's people like me
They're
that are
always gonna get the
different.
Plant-based alternatives, tofu, those kind of alternatives.
They're all packet processed things which are less optimal.
So what do you have for lunch?
Fruit.
Just fruit.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Often fruit too.
So you have fruit every breakfast fruit.
I've had 400 plus raw days of fruit only in my life.
It does seem like it, bro. I'm not gonna lie with you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to comment on your appearance, but it does seem like you have been kind of eating non-nutritional.
Non-nutritional. Okay.
If you want to call just eating protein, you're not even having any protein. Doesn't seem.
You know fruit has protein in it, right?
What kind of fruits though?
All fruit.
But what kind of fruits do you have that have protein?
Bananas.
They don't have enough
Persimmon.
protein. They really
Yes, they do, man.
It really doesn't have that much protein.
It doesn't. We thrive
It
off.
has hundreds.
We don't need masses of it. We don't need it.
You don't need masses.
We don't. Well, again, like, have you run a 100-mile ultra marathon?
No.
Ever gonna try?
No, I've been running for a while. We have, but I haven't done 100 miles. No.
Okay. Oh well, it fuels me adequately to do that and to place in a decent place. No worries, so.
Fair enough. Each to their own. That's what I'm trying to say.
I respect that, man.
Thank
It
you.
was good having a discussion with you.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. And if you got something to tell me about what Miss Seagran,
Mrs. Seagram. You can search it
Okay.
up. It's what the Western ideology views as what life is through Mrs. Seagram.
Okay.
The categories. Yeah, that's just one way of looking at it, though. Like I said, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I'm open to receiving new information that I don't know, and perhaps you are too. If you want to shut it down before even trying it, that's up to you. But what I'm saying is that I used to eat animal products. I used to stand around a barbecue drinking beer and stuff like that. Now I'm living this life, thriving, running ultramarathons, loving it, and just advocating for the animals that don't need to succumb to this prematurely.
Are like depressed or like they just feel terrible.
So how do you usher animals along the slaughterhouse line to their unnecessary death in a nice way?
Well, I'm not saying we should put them along the slaughterhouse line. I'm saying that we should do something more free range. So we should like keep the animals happy and wandering around and living their own lives, and then we can put them down without any pain.
How so?
With just like taking them and like lethal injection or something like that.
So then you'd be ingesting the poison that's circulating in their body, right, in their meat. Would you?
Do you know how chickens usually die when they're free range?
They end up at the slaughterhouse like all the other chickens.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Do you know what happens in order for dairy to be produced too? Do you have cheese or milk or yogurt at all? No?
Not really.
Okay.
I only really know the farm side of things,
Yeah,
not the
yeah.
other side of things.
Well, the thing is too, like, we don't need to keep doing this. So if you like eating meat, do you think this justifies? No? Yeah. And if I had a cow in a knife here, would you kill it? Would you slit its throat?
Well, if I had to kill it, then I'd try to make the death painless. Like, instead of making it, like, showing the knife to it and flailing it around and letting it know it's gonna die, maybe kind of just putting it down immediately.
So how do you do that?
Like, so imagine that there's a cow and it's been free range all its life, right? You take it to where it usually goes, and then you kind of just go up behind it and like slit its throat, like really, without it knowing, so that it just like ends, and that's it.
Do you know how quickly that happens? It's not that quick. Like, it's bleeding out, it's fighting for its life, it's not pleasant.
But there must be a way that you can kill them instantly, right?
The only way to do that is shoot them in the head, but then you can't do that on a mass scale because animals move and it doesn't work like that. And the thing is, like, just because we can do that, like, why would we want to betray a nice, gentle, innocent animal just because we want to eat it? We don't have to eat it. Like, you wanting meat, I get that, but what gives us the right to take their body, to take their flesh? Ever given that some thought?
I have a few times, but I've never really gone in depth in how they are actually killed.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? How should we do this?
I don't think we should support it in any way. We don't need to. We can thrive not eating these animal products, and actually humans can get more healthy as a result of not eating this. So I will advocate till my dying day to not support this in any way, because we don't need to. Like, if we had dogs on the screen, would you be more upset?
Maybe.
Why is that? Because we're conditioned to think that, right?
Yeah.
We love one, but then we kill another. Why is that?
It's a very strange thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But these are the questions that we're asking more people to have themselves, to go, hold on, maybe I'm being a bit hypocritical because I love one, but then I pay to kill the other one, and we don't need to.
Wherever my partner's
Yeah. So if you can potentially look at the vegan idea, or do you know what being vegan is, or have you heard it?
I know what vegan is.
Have you got any friends or family that?
I know a few vegan people, yeah.
Yeah. Would you try it at all?
I think I'd try it.
Yeah.
See how it's like. Yeah.
Cool. Well, if you want to, there's a challenge on there. It's free. It gives you support in making the change. So there's some resources and learning more about it. Essentially, it's a joy to live this way, and it means that you're not paying for this to happen anymore. And the more people that stop paying for this, then the less likely we have to stand here and have these conversations.
Well, I'm gonna get back to busking.
Yeah, all good. Thanks for stopping and talking, man.
Thanks for talking to me.
Yeah.
Nice to talk to you as well.
Have a good day.
See ya.
That's great.
No, I do eat eggs.
All right, okay.
About 3 or 4 eggs a week.
Yeah.
Because they're so nutritious.
You reckon?
It's worth taking the chance on.
Okay.
Yeah.
A waste product from another species.
Is it a waste product, an egg?
They're excreting it because they no longer want it.
Yeah, I never thought of that. But
We're told that
there's stuff in eggs. There's some sort of chemical or something that's very good for the eyes, and it's
Okay.
not found in many other
Right.
places or any other foods.
Carrots are really good apparently for our eyes too. Apparently,
Yeah,
if
so
you
they say,
chop them in half, then they look like a part of our eyes, supposedly. But essentially, we're trying to have conversations about it to raise awareness and to get more people to kind of take our path, to not support these industries anymore.
I'm not really eloquent enough, am I?
Yeah.
Thanks for talking.
All right. So we don't have to pay for this, and we're asking more people to stop paying for this.
Do you have a website or
There's a card.
company?
There's a challenge on there. You're welcome to have a look. It's like a vegan challenge. Have you thought about it? What goes on?
When my family is not normal family. Before when I am children, I eat animals.
Yes.
But a normal animal in the farm.
Right.
Free animals.
Yeah,
No.
Not from factory.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we don't need to kill any of them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I look at my phone.
Nice one.
Thank you. Good day.
I just want to.
No, I know. I mean, I'm doing like candid shit.
So?
I'm doing like candid deep feedback.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Gotcha. Yeah. It's a great choice because we can become more healthy with not eating this stuff. We don't need to eat it.
Yeah, no. Indeed, I do like my veggie protein.
Yeah. Cool.
A bit more healthy. But I honestly, I do have lots of respect for animals.
Yeah.
Altogether, but I'm currently doing it more and more for healthy reasons.
Yeah. Well, it's a win-win, right? Because your health gets better and you don't pay for this, and
a lot of us don't really know what is going on behind.
Yeah, exactly. There's a gap, right, when they go from happy farm animal to a piece of meat in the supermarket or at a restaurant. So you're going to take some steps to go fully vegan then, maybe?
Watching this, yes, for sure.
Yeah. There's a challenge on there. If you want, you can take it. It's free. It gives you support in making the change.
Okay, sounds good. I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping.